Welcome to SVG-TV News for Thursday, December 6th, 2018. I am Rochelle Batiste with the details. Deputy Police Commissioner Frankie Joseph has reiterated the organization's commitment to the safety and security of the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The assurance comes in light of a major seizure of guns and ammunition during an operation in the Diamonds area. At a news conference today at the police headquarters, it was revealed that 2 shotguns, a Glock, a Magnum handgun, and a MK1 rifle, along with several rounds of ammunition, a white face mask, and several marked packets were seized. 5 persons are said to be assisting the police with their investigations. A Deputy Commissioner of Police, Frankie Joseph, said the seizure was a result of an intelligence-based operation as part of their effort to maintain law and order in the country. While thanking the public for its continued support to the police, the Deputy Commissioner issued a stern warning to those who break the law.
We want the criminals out there to know that we are going to be relentless in this fight, because the citizens of St. Vincent and the Grenadines must be able to go throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines without having to be looking over their shoulders. We are always on the street. It is unfortunate that we do not have enough police officers that we can put a police officer on the streets throughout the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but we know that that is not going to be possible. Therefore, we are calling on the general public to continue to assist us with whatever information they get.
Joseph said while the police are determined to bring criminals to justice, the organization will do so by following the law.
And one of the things that we do not practice is illegal charging. We are only going to be charging anyone for an offense if we have the evidence to charge them. One of the things that we have never practiced is to pad any charge just to get someone to go to court. So if we do not have the evidence to charge whether 1 or 2 or more persons, then we are not going to charge. We are very glad that we get these 5 weapons and all these ammunitions off the street. We would have loved to have 2, 3 or whether 1 person charged at this moment and going to court. But that is not the case. We are still conducting investigation, and if we have enough evidence to charge, then we are going to prefer the charge.
Meanwhile, Superintendent of Police Timothy Hazelwood said one of the weapons found, the MK1 rifle, is quite dangerous and that they are happy to get it off the streets.
Maximum range is 550 meters, and the effective range is 100 meters. Now, this weapon also can fire just like a pistol. Like a pistol, you can actually hold it, right, and fire it just like a pistol. The effect that you get from it is just like the pistol. Unlike the M4, you have to actually hold and fire. Right? On automatic, you can fire it the same. And as we see on television, that is just spray. Right? So, this weapon, it uses a 5.56 round ammunition, just like the M16, A1, A2, M4. And this is built for many different conditions. Even though you see the rungs, the different type rungs, there's some for like more salted when you do an operation in the seawater, etc., that they use those 5.56 rounds.
And for those persons involved in criminal activities, the police have advised that there is no honor among criminals. At today's news conference, the police also revealed that during the recent operation, several labeled packets were also found, which suggested that money was inside. They, however, said that upon further investigation, it was revealed that the packets were packed with paper to give the impression that they were actual money. A Deputy Commissioner of Police, Frankie Joseph, and Assistant Superintendent of Police, Hezron Valentine, are of the view that the packets were used in illegal transactions, which they say often lead to reprisal killings.
What is written on it in figures, which is 15,000. Okay? But if you, when you open the package, this is what is in the package. Payments. That is what we believe, that they use these for payments for their illegal transactions. So they would, whether they purchase weapons or they purchase drugs, they would give the person they are purchasing these illegal stuff from. And this is a big package of $15,000. So they collect what they have to collect and they leave. And this is what we suspect that these are for.
And do you think that contributes to like reprisals?
Yes, it will. It will. Even though they are involved in illegal activities, they are expected to be paid. And they are expected to be paid legitimate monies. And if on their findings they realize that it is not money, it is paper, then you have to expect these reprisals.
Stress a bit more on in respect of what the Deputy Commissioner would have mentioned. Can you imagine, we know that we cultivate marijuana in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's illegal, but we know that we would have done operation in the mountain. These guys who cultivate marijuana, they work hard. And can you imagine they're receiving papers in terms of genuine currency? Hence the reason why we are seeing so much of gun-related offenses and increase our homicide rates per year.
In other news, parents are being urged to be more responsible and exercise due care when taking their children into capital Kingston during this Christmas season. The advice comes from Inspector of Police Henry Providence as he highlighted some issues of concern for the police during this time of year. In a telephone interview with SVG-TV News, Inspector Providence said that over the years, several young children were reported lost or left without adult supervision during the busy shopping season. Inspector Providence said this is an unacceptable practice and parents must be more responsible for the care and safety of their children.
Too often we are seeing very young children who come into Kingston with their parents or guardians or their older siblings, and they are left to roam the street of St. Vincent and the Grenadines unattended. That is something that we are going to be very vigilant for this year. Again, we want parents to know that they have a responsibility to ensure that their children are safe when they bring them into capital Kingston. They are not in a position where they could judge speed and movement of motor vehicles accurately. So they need guidance of the parents, and you must, as a parent, must be the best guide for your child. You know, you must be teaching them at home the way they operate in capital Kingston, and especially on the Christmas time.
The police inspector said pedestrians and motorists must also exercise caution while on the road. He said it is imperative that they obey traffic regulations.
That there's a number of pedestrians who will be using our roads, and we want them to be even more vigilant than before. And we want them also to adhere to the traffic police that would be at strategic points, ensuring that the traffic flows smoothly, and to wait on the traffic police before they cross the road. Because the police is there for a purpose, is there to ensure that you cross the street safely, and at the same time motorists have the opportunity to travel as well. So the police is there to maintain and regulate the free flow of traffic. So we want them also to understand that and to cooperate fully with the traffic men for Christmas this year.
As the RSVG police force continues to spread the Christmas cheer in various communities throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Pan Against Crime Committee will join the police band for a Christmas concert in the Maricopa Valley this Friday, December 7th. The concert will be staged at the junction opposite the police station in Mesopotamia, commencing at 6:30 p.m. Music and cultural performances will come from the Mesopotamia Steel Orchestra, the Maricopa Government School, the police band, and members of the public during an open segment of the program. Representatives of the National Committee for Crime Prevention and the RSVG Police Force are expected to deliver remarks, while parliamentary representative of the area, Sinclair Jimmy Prince, will deliver a short address. The concert culminates activities staged during this time by the Pan Against Crime Committee to celebrate its 10th anniversary. The packed program was launched in February 2008 and to date has established new steel bands in some 15 communities and schools throughout St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Another 9 children were listed to undergo specialized surgery at the Milton Cato Memorial Hospital under the World Pediatric Project Medical Mission. Lead surgeon Dr. David Lannin said that the surgeries have gone smoothly so far, having dealt with 3 yesterday and 4 today.
Operations that we're doing to remove part of the intestine that's not working well and to allow kids to be able to have normal bowel function. We also removed a very large tumor from a young girl's abdomen, and we're also doing a handful of operations to remove gallbladder from patients that have gallstones, and they're causing lots of problems and pain. So we're in our 2nd day of operating and getting ready to start our 6th case for the last. We did 3 yesterday, and then we're going to do 4 today. So we're marching along.
Tomorrow, 2 more surgeries will be done. 8 of the children have intentions and 1 from neighboring St. Lucia. This is the WPP's 14th and final medical mission to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the year. According to Director of the Eastern Caribbean Program, Jackie Brown King, the mission was scheduled for September but had to be rescheduled.
This was scheduled for September, but due to the weather system that was in place and the medical volunteers who were coming out of North Carolina, they had put a hold on it just to ensure safety and that they're leaving their families. So we had 2 of them. We had the speech and now we have the general surgery. The cases are being followed on a daily basis, even post-operatively. They will check on them in the evening and on mornings before the surgical day starts.
Brown King said that for 2018, more than 150 children have had surgeries through medical missions organized by the WPP. She said this was one of the largest batch to date. And the opposition New Democratic Party is looking to attract investment opportunities from China in agriculture, fisheries, tourism and textile. This is from leader of the NDP, Dr. Godwin Friday, who said at a news conference yesterday that this was initiated during a recent visit to China. Dr. Friday said that St. Vincent and the Grenadines should not be left behind in capitalizing investments from China.
I believe that investment is needed in the country to help spur economic growth and to bring employment for our people, especially among the youth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. To push our economy to the next level, we believe that direct foreign investment will be crucial. It is something that many of our neighboring countries in the Eastern Caribbean are pushing to their advantage, and we should have that vision.
Dr. Friday added that any investment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines must benefit all Vincentians, which is what his party will ensure once in government.
Foreign investment in St. Vincent and the Grenadines must be a win-win scenario. where local businesses and citizens benefit along with the investors. That is the NDP approach. So we must attract foreign direct investment while promoting the economic interests and well-being of our people. That's our primary mandate. We must always ask, how do we benefit from it?
Dr. Friday reported that several high-level meetings were held in China, including meetings with several Chinese government ministers. He maintains that the NDP, like the United Nations, adopts the One China policy and that he is hopeful that people-to-people relations with China and SVG will be strengthened. The Caribbean Agricultural Research and Development Institute, CARDI, is continuing to use science and research to facilitate the revitalization of SVG's coconut industry. CARDI representative Gregory Linton told SVG-TV News at an exhibition yesterday to observe CARDI Day that several initiatives are being undertaken to boost the number of coconut plants in the country and to introduce high-yield varieties. Linton said CARDI is looking to assist farmers in creating nurseries, thus increasing the available plant stock.
Right now we have about 1,400 acres of coconuts, but that need to be rehabilitated. So our target is looking at least anywhere from 50 to 50 new acres per year. We had already established some nurseries where we produce over 3,500 seedlings, high quality planting material to farmers, but we want to take it further. We want farmers to call us and ask for assistance in terms of establishing nurseries. We want to assist them so that they can do their own nurseries. All of this is aimed at increasing planting material. Why do I stress so much on planting material? Because this is the most critical aspect for the sector. If we don't have the plant, if we don't have the plant, then we don't have the commodity. Then we cannot produce the different products. So this is where CARDI is at right now, trying to increase the quality of planting material and the amount of planting material available to farmers so that productivity and sustainability can be increased.
Linton said CARDI is also looking at the use of fertilizer to improve the yield of the current stock of coconut plants in the country.
We have just started up 2 demonstration plots where we are doing fertilizer trials. Okay, so generally farmers do not fertilize coconuts. So now on these plots, what we're doing different trials with fertilizer, and it's going to take some time before we can have anything conclusive in terms of productivity. But generally, in countries like Jamaica and Belize and the Dominican Republic, which has started off, they have seen improvements as much as, or increase in yields as much as 80%. In terms of the lumber, the trunk might increase slightly, but generally when it comes to lumber, we target old trees. So if you are doing a replanting, when you cut back those old trees, you would get the lumber from these trees to do construction and furniture, etc.
The CARDI rep further stated that the institute is also carefully examining the varieties of coconuts found in other parts of the world to fulfill particular needs.
In terms of coconuts, we are looking at bringing in new varieties. However, there's a lot of risks involved with that. We have problems like red ring, lethal yellowing, so we have to be mindful as to where we get the planting material from. We also want to get tissue culture planting material. At present, CICI, which is the Yucatan Scientific Research Center in Mexico, they are the ones that are the leaders in terms of propagation. In the future, we are hoping that we can get there. What we do is do tissue culture multiplication of the coconuts. All right. So from one plant, from one embryo, we can get as much as 1,000 different plants. We are not there yet, but we hope to get there. So that in itself will facilitate the whole process of replanting, seeing that it's a challenge to establish nurseries and so forth.